Hey, good evening. What's going on? So now we have economists giving out LTG levels of cope. Let's go.
Penpo, if I'm saying that correctly, for tagging me in the story. I appreciate that, man. He's like, yo, they always got to blame us for something. We've seen a lot of this, right? We had presidents blame us for violence, among other things, you know what I'm saying? And now somehow they're connecting dots saying that gamers are responsible for like the housing crash or some shit like that. Let's unpack it. All right, so somebody by the name of Meredith Whitney, right? The one-time Oracle of Wall Street who predicted the great financial crisis doesn't mince her words. Young single men living at home and playing video games are behind the crisis of the American male, she explained in an interview with Fortune. Then here's a picture of her right here saying the Oracle of Wall Street expands on why the crisis of American male will send home prices crashing 30%. Gaming, rampant loneliness, and not enough single women homebuyers.
I see. So it's a whole bunch of yapping. So basically, she wanted to clickbait in for something that would get people to actually read what she had to say. Because guys at home gaming ain't got nothing to do with the crisis. Obviously, the crisis has something to do with the inflation and the prices tearing up everybody. Dude, the inflation hitting so hard, even the things you buying are smaller. I don't know if you noticed, but your 16 ounce became a 12 ounce. You know what I'm saying? Your 12 ounce became an 8 ounce. And if that joint was an 8 ounce, you just got a baby serving. You know what I'm saying? Well, that sound weird. Well, you basically got a serving that looked like it would be more catered to a baby or a toddler. But yeah, I'm just saying, here they go again, always reaching over in the gamers. Let's hear some more.
To the article right here saying her theory about dateless spiraling young men ends with home prices declining for years or even decades. Whitney sees home prices falling 30%, but it's not the end of the world in her mind because of how much pricing went up during the pandemic fueled housing boom. There's so much equity stored up in American homes, there's no collateral damage from that. People then on paper are worth less than they thought they were, Whitney said. It sounds dramatic, but it's really not that dramatic because you've had so much massive inflation from the zero interest rate policy. A lot of young men are single. A study from the Pew Research Center found last year more than 60% of men under 30 described themselves as unattached in a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center. Whitney referred to her analysis and her thinking. The aforementioned study also found that the share of single men in the country looking to date or be in a relationship has declined since 2019, which Whitney alluded to and emphasized that a portion of young men, single men, haven't had sex in the past year and don't seem to be bothered by it. Haven't had sex in a year and not bothered by it. Who the hell are these men? Where you finding these men? Continuing on, saying more men are living at home with their parents and for longer too. A 2016 report from the Pew Research Center found young men were more likely to live at home with mom and dad than a partner. So
Well, we know what the real problem is, man. The reason why the guys are not incentivized to go out there and get houses is because the women who actually are supposed to be with these guys, the average woman's supposed to be with the average guy, they feel they're too good for them. There's the internet. They're endlessly having all these choices of people they can decide to talk to, hook up with, yada yada, and they're picking the same 10-15% guys, not dealing with the men they're supposed to be dealing with, whether they're in the streets thugging and bugging, ball rogging, or if they're just one of the most attractive guys or the peak guy that they're looking for, again, which is the 10-15% dealing with the majority of the women. Why would these guys want to go out, gain debt for that? You know what I'm saying? Men aren't stupid. You know what I'm saying? The men are not going to go work this hard to cater to and take care of a woman who didn't even take care of herself. That's just common sense here. And that's the most respectable way to say it. Like, I'm not even saying it like with ill intent or to be rude, but these are not women with low body counts or virgins. These are women who've been out and about, and these guys are not dumb. And they come with a lot of drama. And then on top of that, if they're seeing social media and people are just Cheesecake Factory, all this other crazy stuff, and I'm like, you want to say it's fake, but a reflection of their reality is actually fairly close to social media, a little too close for comfort. So yeah, they're going to choose to save their money and play video games, but video games are not a direct cause of these men making these decisions. We're typically frugal. Men we don't need a lot. You know what I'm saying? We just need heck, a computer or a TV screen, maybe even a futon to lay on. We don't care about a house, man. If a man gotta choose between a $500 a month bill and a nice car versus going out here paying $2,000 a month for a house that you gotta fix, keep in mind you gotta maintain the lawn, you gotta maintain anything in the house if it breaks. The bigger the house is, and then the electric bill is more expensive. Why would a man go into a debt for that and not even be valued on top of that? That's silly. You think I wouldn't live it? I'm gonna tell you something. If all I had to do was be at home and clean up the house, and I just gotta clean up the house, vacuum the stairs, and wash the dishes or whatever, and all I had to pay was $300-400 a month, you think I'm gonna be in a house? Are you stupid? Like, what? They be like, yeah, but you at home with your... I don't care. I don't care, bro. I ain't got no pride like that. I don't care nothing about none of that. You think a relationship is worth spending $5,000 a month? No, bruh. No, that's a bill, man. That's a liability. That's a liability. I'd rather gamble that money. Like, I'll be honest with you. Hey, I don't condone that. Look, I'ma just say, if I had the extra income to be fiscally irresponsible and take chances on $10 parlays, I'm just saying I could do that and I'd still have thousands left over, and I wouldn't even be negative. And then you're gonna win sometimes, so technically I would actually be ending with more money because I'm hitting 4 out of 5. So I mean, come on, what is that? I don't understand the logic here. And I'm gonna go ahead and play these guys too, just to show you that I don't have no hard feelings in nobody. I don't dislike anybody on here, and when a person's right, they're right. Let's go ahead and run this clip from them, because this is your true problem, and you better shape up and get it together, because all you ladies who ain't covered, it's about to get real rough for you. Like Kevin Samuels said, winter is coming, and you have no idea what a lot of you people have signed up for at these extremely expensive rates. Now, there are some women who do make money like that, but a lot of y'all don't. Like, I don't think you truly understand the magnitude of a 10% interest rate on a $400,000 property. Do you understand that you're damn near never going to pay that off? Like honestly, do you understand that you're going to be paying on principal maybe like even like $500 a year at 9% interest rate on $400K? Like, that's how much these houses are. Why would somebody sign up for that? That's insane. But anyways, man, I'm gonna play that clip. We crossing into the 8-minute zone. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna sum it up. I'm gonna go ahead and exit it with their clip, and then, you know, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in a bit.
Because you want
Fantastic. Okay. So you sitting there saying, I got $2 I want to pay for me. That's not a flex. You're a woman. It's easy to have men that want to simp and pay for you.
Easy, bro.
The thing is this, you and her are not the same. Hold on.
It's up to a woman to make the choice to be like, look, you don't need that.
You and her are not the same. She's in a relationship with a guy that she actually likes and is attracted to, and he makes money. You have some simps that want to pay for you that you don't want to be with. You're not the same. So you can't sit there and be like, it's easy to find a provider. Yeah, it's easy to find a provider for a you don't want, but it's hard to find a provider that you actually are attracted to and want to be with. It's not the same.
And I'm gonna cut that right there. What did I just say? Men are not stupid. It's obvious when a man is getting used. It's obvious when a man is not wanted. Why would men sign up for this? Why would men sign up for this and go out there and put all their finances on the line for a woman that does not even want them? That's not just her. It's not just her. This is on a much larger and grander scale. But I had to come back on the cosign one time. Now, if you want to watch the whole thing, all the links are always below. But yes, Fresh and Fit has a valid point here and is calling it out. And prior to that, they were basically talking about, I can get whatever man I want. And he was basically saying, okay, well, if I'm over here watching flicks all the time, would you say I'm pulling all the girls basically in shorter terms and more cleaner terms? I try to keep it clean on this channel. Basically saying, because I watch movies, I get all the girls is the equivalent to you saying, oh, I can get a man at any time. No, you can't. You cannot get the man you want at any time. And this is being proven because a lot of men are like, oh, well, you don't want us? Okay, cool. Well, I'll just save my money. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's led to. But anyways, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.